Good morning, everyone. I just got up and I have a busy day today. I have a bunch of meetings and then I am going down to NYU to talk to the law students about intellectual property law and working in the arts. And I'm really excited to go down and talk to everybody. That'll be really fun. I'm very involved at NYU. I was a student and I have taught there, but I am just connecting with the law department and it's been really fun, and the people there are really amazingly smart, and so it should be a fun day with lots to do. So thanks for coming along with me. So I'm sorry, I just have to show off my hair for a second because I'm really proud of it. I have this braid going down, and this is not a great angle to be filming in a mirror. And twist this side, and then there are these little, I don't know if you can really see that, these cute little bee pins. Walking around New York, it's a relatively small space, so everywhere you walk, you end up having really strong memories. So like, I've done shows around here, I obviously went to school around here, and I'm passing all these places that honestly, some of them I haven't seen since the beginning of the pandemic, because I haven't really spent much time down in the West Village since the pandemic. So that was so much fun. I'm sorry I couldn't take you inside with me, but I got to talk to some law students and some law teachers and professors. We talked about IP law, we talked about a few of my projects, including Blank Page, my novel that just came out, which it brings in some stories in the public domain, and it was just brought up some really interesting things, but talked about my IP video, which I'll link above as well. I do a whole video about what you need to know about IP law, which, if anybody doesn't know, that stands for intellectual property, which deals with fair use and things like that. So it's a really, sorry, the light is not going the right direction for this video, but it's really important for artists to know about, and I know way too much about it because I've done parody musicals and lots of things. So I know way more than a muggle should know about fair use and intellectual property and all that good stuff. But it, again, like I said, it's really important for people to know when you're going about creating projects, and it's something that isn't really taught. I had to learn it by doing it, and it's great to sort of get that out there. And I was excited to get to bring my perspective as a working artist in the industry for a lot of law students who haven't necessarily had or experienced practical applications sort of from the other side of it. So that was really fun. So now I'm walking through the West Village, and like I said, I haven't been here for a while. It's beautiful out today. There's a lot of stores that are completely different or gone than pre-pandemic, so, but yeah. Square arch. And I believe those row houses right behind the arch are actually where the famous play The Heiress is meant to take place, that they live in one of those houses up there. And then off to the right, if you go off that way, there are a lot of sort of normal, quote-unquote normal NYU buildings. The Stern School of Business is over there, the Tisch School is over there, and then just like general academic buildings. A lot of the NYU studios are in different places all over. The theaters where we originally did Snow and Hamlet were walking distance from here. And I remember sometimes I would just come in between shows right around here, like I think one of those benches on the left, and just sort of sit and just breathe and take some time in nature, because those are both really intense and emotional shows, so it was nice to just sort of relax. Oh, this is new. That sushi ramen place that used to be a market. That was like the main market that all the NYU students would shop at. And the university place, that's a dorm. And yeah, that, wow, I wonder where there's a market now that students can go to. That was the market. Oh, by the way, my favorite of the place. I always think about that line from that song in Hair, Frank Mills. In front of the Waverly, but unfortunate, I lost his address. Oh, there's the NYU bookstore. Right there, you can see the little sign on the door. That's the Tisch School of the Arts. Right up there is where I had my audition, and then I had a bunch of classes up there, and I taught there now. So, yeah, these are, they have a lot of art installations and things. But this is the main Tisch building. They have studios, some of the studios meet in here. These are the NYU buses, so if you live in a dorm that's not walking distance, the buses are cheap.
It's not going to help.
They put up costume designers' final projects in the window. Ooh, they're partnering with Beyond Yoga now. That's soft. That is really soft, I have to say. It is also $80. Yeah, I can't afford merch for my alma mater. So most of this place used to be, shocker, books. Not seeing a whole lot of books. So this is, oh, for little babies. Oh, that's cute. So yeah, this mainly used to be books. So when you would be in a class, oh, they have dorm stuff here now. That's actually really helpful. There's a Bed Bath & Beyond not too far away though. Well, if it still exists, because Bed Bath & Beyond are still going out of business. But basically when you'd be in class and there'd be a textbook you would need to get, you would come here and you'd give them the course number. And I guess that's what those are. All those back there, sort of seemingly boring section, are the textbooks, but like half the store used to be that. So I don't know if they're limiting how many books. This is also getting into what I sort of call Paradance territory, which is the Paradance Capizio Center that is just a few blocks away from here. It's a phenomenal dance studio in New York. I love it. I've spent many an hour taking class there and teaching there. And then also, if you get right up here, a couple blocks, there's Halloween Adventure, which we were really scared was going to close during the pandemic. We all thought that it was closed. And Halloween Adventure is like kind of the place to go for a lot of things you need for shows. And I don't really mean costumes, but there's a lot of special effects makeup there. A lot of fake blood and prosthetics and contacts and props and wigs. And when we thought that was going out, we were like, what are we gonna do? Halloween adventure. Getting ready for the time when they make money from people that aren't theater artists. And there you can see the Strand sign, and then right up beyond there is Union Square, 14th Street. For any theater history or trivia buffs, historically in New York, theater has continued to move north as areas developed. So actually there was a period of time when 14th Street right up here was the theater district. This was where you would go if you wanted to see a show in New York. But there's some remnants of it. There is the famous Daryl Roth Theater in Union Square. There's a bunch of other theaters. Like I said, there's other off and off Broadway theaters more toward the East Village. So I am going to head back, and I have a voiceover later today, and then I have a script that I have to give a final pass on and then send in. So I'm gonna get those things done, and then just some things around my house. And I don't know if I should talk about this on a vlog, but I don't know, maybe I'll edit it out. I was getting really sad walking around certain areas of NYU because I have a really good friend who passed away recently, really unexpectedly and very, very young. And we met at NYU, we went to NYU together, and I haven't been physically back in that area since the pandemic, like I said, but I definitely haven't been back since she passed away. And like I was saying, that like everywhere in New York you start to have memories because it's not that big of a place, and everywhere in that area I have memories of her. And like right next to where I was talking at the law school is a little tea spot where one of the last times we got together in New York City, we had a really long day there together and just talking, and the place that we would rehearse shows together was there, place that we put on shows, the classes. There's like everywhere I turn, it makes me think of her. And I really miss her, and there have been so many people that I know that have passed away during this time. But she was so young, and it was so out of nowhere. And I just don't like this feeling that like I'm still here, and I'm here and I'm looking at these places and I can go back to these places and she's not, and I just miss her, and I'm really sad, and it just made me sad. Hey, so it's a couple of days later. I am getting ready to go to a photo shoot. I've been asked to be a model in a dance photo shoot that's happening a little later today, so I have no makeup on and I just kind of straightened my hair, so I look a hot mess. But I am going to warm up, and I'm going to do some stretching and get all of my things together, and then I'm going to head downtown and go to the photo shoot. So I'm going through my big dance bag. Now this is not, unless I have an enormous amount of things to take, this is not like my dance bag that I take to rehearsals or class. This is where I sort of store things and take them out of, but if I'm like going on a trip and need to take some dance stuff, it fits a lot of things. So let's see, so these are the point shoes that I
use. Like, they're my shoes now. They're Gainer Mindens. I love them. They're my shoes. These are some very, very old Block Alphas, which is the shoe that I used to wear before switching to Gainers. And this is the last pair I wore in an off-Broadway show that I did, and they are really dead. So I wouldn't perform in these shoes again, but sometimes taking really dead shoes to a photo shoot is great because your feet look really good in them. So I think I'm gonna try out both of these before I go and just sort of see what I think. These shoes never really broke quite right on me. They break a little bit better now that they're totally dead, but they're 3/4, you can't see this. Yeah, they're 3/4 shanks. I have really teeny tiny feet. My feet are, I guess this is not the best place to show them, but my feet are street size 6.5. And as you can see, they break really crazy low. I really need my break to happen in my shoe, like right there. And it's very hard to find a pair of shoes that does that. And so I got a 3/4 shank because it seemed like it would be the best bet to do that, but it actually wasn't, because the hardest part of the shoe kind of appears really where I needed it to break. So we'll try both of those out. I'm not going to take jazz sneakers. We aren't going to take the little like foot undies. We are going to take my tap shoes, and then we are going to take my Laducas. Pro tip, whenever you can, I don't put my shoes back in like a plastic bag like right after I've used them. I wait until they've aired out, but it's always great to travel with everything you can in an individually wrapped waterproof bag, because if God forbid something leaks, I don't want my really precious Laduca shoes to be ruined from water getting in my bag. So I've got those. I have a lot of stretch material, and I'm going to take my regular ballet shoes too. I highly doubt that I'll wear these. These are Block. They're the split sole. I just discovered them. They are a lifesaver. They're phenomenal. One other major pro tip. Do not ever go anywhere with your tap shoes without a screwdriver. Bring it with you, but especially before you go, triple check that your screws, I'm trying to do this while still holding my camera, but tightened to where you want them to be. A lot of tap dancers will tighten their screw. They'll put like a dime in between their the tap and their heel, and then they'll screw their shoes onto that, because sometimes if there's a little space, it makes a really good sound. But the problem with that is the screws are a tiny bit loose when you do that. And so if you're tapping a lot and you're tapping hard, screws can come flying out of your shoe. And that one of my very first dance auditions in the city for a Broadway show, that happened, and one of my taps went flying off my foot. And I vowed never again. I also highly recommend keeping these in your tap shoes, because these are a very hard shoe and it helps them keep their shape. People, maybe I should, if anybody's interested in my doing a video about this, let me know, but people actually customize tap shoes almost as much as people customize point shoes. So like the actual shoe that you get is a whole thing. The actual taps that you get, like these are special Capezio Teletone taps, and I actually had some vintage Teletone taps on my shoes for a while. And then exactly how you tighten the screws is customizable. Some people will keep their tap a little bit larger than the size of their heels. Some people will have it shaved down. And that's just for a flat shoe. It's a whole different story when you start dealing with a heel tap, if that's something you're doing, or a toe tap if you're tapping in point shoes, which is a thing that does happen. But I don't see a lot of people talking about how you customize tap shoes and how you make them sound the best. So if anybody's interested in that, let me know and I can definitely talk about that, but always make sure you take this with you. These are the leotards I think I'm gonna bring to the shoot. The one on the left is a new Elevate. This one in the middle is from Sonnet Dance. And this one on the far right is an older Elevate too. And I don't know if you can totally see it, but the top is like a velvet brocade. And I think that those will look really nice. I think on my way to the shoot, I'm gonna wear this Shaping Sound tank top. This is from Travis Wall's wonderful dance company. I'm not going to wear this in the photo shoot, but yay, represent. Awesome company. But it's also a little loose, so it's not going to leave any marks on my skin going there, because there's nothing worse than changing into what you're doing for a photo shoot and there's marks from the outfit that you were wearing there. And it's also going to be easy to take off over my hair and makeup. Good morning. I know I'm wearing the same coat, but this is a different day. And I am on my way right now to go direct a reading of a new play in Times Square. It's with a wonderful author that I've worked with many times before, and it should be really fun. So heading out there, gonna get to the theater early and work with the cast, and then we will jump in to the reading. There is Broadway. So we finished and it went really well. I'm sorry I can't take you in and film any of these things that I'm doing. I wish I could show you. We had a great time and we learned a lot about the piece. And now I actually have to go home and attend a virtual funeral. Actually, there are two funerals happening for people that I love and was very close to this weekend, both of which are happening out of state for me and I couldn't travel to. So I'm going to go attend virtually. Hey everyone, so it is, what day is it? It is Monday. I cannot keep track of this. And I am getting ready, trying to fix my hair, to go to an audition downtown at Ripley Greer for a play. It's a really cool play. And they sent me a bunch of sides that I've been desperately trying to memorize very quickly. So this is generally, I'm going to fix this a bit, but getting ready, going on my way to the audition. So it is a different day, but you may notice that I look exactly the same. And that is because I got a call back for the audition, which is awesome. And I was very surprised. It was a very quick in and out. Sometimes when that happens, it's because they just decide they like you quickly and that's all they need. And sometimes it's because they are just not interested. So I left the audition honestly being like, whatever, and forgot about it, and then found out that I have a callback. And it is generally advised that you wear the same thing to your callback that you wore to your initial audition, hence why I look like an identical human being to the last time that you saw me. I have been frantically trying to learn the additional sides. They sent me more scenes and a monologue, and this is a piece with a lot of monologue direct address to the audience, so been frantically trying to learn everything. You don't have to be perfectly off book memorized, but I try to be as off book as I can be so that I can be as free to make choices as I'm able. So I'm going to go back to Ripley Greer and I won't film the same stuff, so you won't see like the exact same walk into Ripley Greer, but I'm going to go to Ripley Greer, and then afterward I have some errands that I need to do. I need to run to the drama bookshop. I need to go
try to find a white t-shirt, which you wouldn't think this would be difficult, but this is not the first time I've gone looking for one, and do a couple other things and then get back, and I have some stuff to do here. So I just finished my callback. Callback went well, so we'll see what happens. I apologize if the sun is coming directly at you right now, but my callback was at Ripley Greer, which, for any of you who know, it's down on like 8th Avenue around like 37th Street or so. So we are walking north right now to Times Square, the theater district, and number one thing on the agenda is I really need to find like a basic white t-shirt. So I just need like a good utilitarian white t-shirt that I cannot seem to find anywhere. So we're gonna try the stores that I have not yet tried, which would be H&M and like American Eagle. So we'll see where one can find basics anymore. That was hilarious. So downstairs when I first walked in, I went to a sales rep and asked where they have plain white t-shirts, and they said up in Aerie. I went up to Aerie, and as you saw, I didn't see anything, and so I asked a lovely sales associate up here, and she says, oh no, we don't carry plain white t-shirts. So no plain white t-shirts to be found here. So I am going to go, I am dropping off a copy of my book Blank Page. I have not filmed the unboxing of my receiving them yet from my publisher, but I will, and that will be posted before this vlog. So you will have seen the unboxing. Go check that out. But I'm gonna bring a signed copy over to him because he's a very dear friend and mentor who's been a part of this story for a long time. And I'm really excited to share it with him. Every time I walk by a food emporium, which is relatively frequently in New York, I always think of from Rent. I rewired the ATM at the food emporium to provide an honorarium to anyone with the code. And let's take a minute for the beautiful part while we're up here. And I'm back. Yeah, so I have my mic on now. I'm all settled in, and I have some things to share with you that I'm really excited to share with you. So in terms of my errands, as you saw, these are the these are the lovely 3 things that I got at the drama bookshop. I got, let's see, I got The Thanksgiving Play by Larissa Fasthorse. I don't know why I said it that way. The Thanksgiving Play. The Thanksgiving Play by Larissa Fasthorse, which I was not able to see the show, unfortunately, but I've really been wanting to read it. And major shout out to, you can see in the original cast, let's see if we can get it there, Jennifer Bareilles was in the original cast, and Jenny played my mom in the off-Broadway production of Trial that we did at ATA, and she is a freaking genius. And I'm so sad that I didn't get to see her do the show, but go follow her, Jennifer Bareilles. She's freaking amazing, and it was a joy working with her. So I'm excited to read this, and I'm excited that I get to imagine Jenny doing it while I read it. This is, for anybody who doesn't know, this is the description of this play. Good intentions collide with absurd assumptions in Larissa Fasthorse's wickedly funny satire as a troupe of terminally woke teaching artists scrambles to create a pageant that somehow manages to celebrate both Turkey Day and Native American Heritage Month. Got wonderful reviews. It was, I think, originally done at, is it Second Stage? No, Playwrights Horizons. Playwrights Horizons, and then it went to Broadway. And I got this play, The Sound Inside by Adam Rapp, which is a piece that I'm not extremely familiar with. Here's the description of this one. When Bella Baird, an isolated creative writing professor at Yale, begins to mentor a brilliant but enigmatic student, Christopher, the two form an unexpectedly intense bond. As their lives and the stories they tell about themselves become intertwined in unpredictable ways, Bella makes a surprising request of Christopher. Brimming with suspense, Rapp's riveting play explores the limits of what one person can ask of another. So, going to check this out. And then I found this wonderful book called Working on a Song, The Lyrics of Hadestown by Anais Mitchell. And this is, oh, I got a bookmark. Which, by the way, speaking, I'll get to the bookmarks later. But this is, it's Anais going through all of the lyrics for Hadestown and sort of explaining what her writing process was like, why she wrote what she did, the changes that happened. And I always find these really fascinating and interesting because obviously this is what I do, and I love to look into somebody else's process and sort of see why they ultimately made the choices that they did. So really excited to check this out. And speaking of bookmarks, I just got in bookmarks for Blank Page. If you would like a bookmark, message me. I might have ways to get one to you. And then on the back, this is what it says. I guess I am officially a best-selling author now, and there is a QR code there that you can check out the book directly that way. And actually, I also have new bookmarks for my first novel, The Spindle, like this, shiny. It's the cover. And then on the back, there's some reviews, and then there's a QR code there as well to get that. So yeah, if you're interested in bookmarks for my books, let me know. But I actually have some really exciting unboxings that I want to do with you. And yeah, I thought that this would be a good time to do it because I'm kind of all in for the evening, done all my big things, don't have any more lines to memorize. And I thought I'd sit down with you and do an unboxing. So this is the first box, and I'm trying to figure out, I'm going to put my hand right over my address right there. And this is the box. It is from Tutu List, which I am so honored to share. If you follow me on social media, which if you don't, please go follow me on social media. I'm very, very excited to get to share that I've been chosen as a Tutu List ambassador. It's a really big honor. I'm so excited to partner with them. Full disclosure, this video is not sponsored in any way. I have not been paid to make this video. I have not been paid to be an ambassador for Tutu List. I am free to say all of my own opinions. I'm not earning any money from it, but I do get to partner with them. They sent me this wonderful welcome gift that I want to share with you. And I'm just really excited to get to tell you all about them and to partner with them and be a bit of a face for the brand. So if you don't know, this is a little bit about Tutu List, which you can go and visit at tutulist.com, tutulist.com. Tutu List was founded by former ballet dancer turned finance technology professor Sarah Judd. Tutu List is dedicated to sustainability in the dance community. In addition to promoting sustainability, they also believe in providing access to dance for all. Dance can be an expensive hobby or profession, and they want to make it more accessible to those who may not have the means to purchase new dancewear and costumes. By offering affordable dancewear options on Tutu List, they hope to make dance more accessible and inclusive. They support new and small dancewear brands, as well as an individual's ability to resell lightly used dancewear on their site. You can find amazing brands on there for much less money and original things that you won't be able to find anywhere else. It's a great opportunity for you to find a home for your gently used dancewear that's not in a landfill and find somebody that's going to get a lot of use out of it, and to support sustainability and to have so much fun with dancewear fashion and finding things that you really need and things that you just want to try out and you think are fun. It's a wonderful, wonderful site. And honestly, I'm shocked that there hasn't been a site like this before. And they have sent me this wonderful ambassador welcome gift. So let me give you the first little sneak peek. Yeah, I can't see what's in there. So there's this on top, and then, which I will read in a second, and then this is what's inside. Oh, that looks really cool. Okay, so, oh, and I love the tutu list on the back of the box. That's super cute. Okay, so this says, looks like this, and it says Tutu List Core to Tutu List Ambassador Welcome Package. Oh, and it says what's in there, so I'm not going to look at that right now. That's a cheat sheet. Oh, they have a little card. Oh, two cards. They have a little card for me here. Sorry, my lovely Band-Aid. Oh, it's a handwritten letter. It says, "Hi, Ashley. We are so excited to have you join the Core to Tutu List. We are passionate about connecting dancers through dancewear and are thrilled to have you on board. Included is our Ambassador Starter Kit. Hope you enjoy the swag," with a little smiley face. "We can't wait to work with you to help spread the word about Tutu List. More to come, and happy dancing, the Tutu List team." And it's handwritten, and that is the cutest, sweetest thing. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Tutu List. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to unpack this. So first, right on the top, we have some chocolate. It's dairy and gluten-free. It's the Choco Love XOXO, which it's a brand I've actually never had before, but I've heard really good things. Non-GMO, all about that. And this is almonds and sea salt in dark chocolate. Yes, love that. And now I have this encore. Oh, this is a little thing. So if I want to sell my dancewear or costumes on Tutu List, this is the little package of how I go about doing this. So if you want to do it, I think they send you something like this too, with all the instructions and packaging and things like that. So that's there. Oh, I've seen these on their website. This is from Mamaco, Mamaco, with this beautiful flower. I've seen them everywhere, well, everywhere on their site, and I have never gotten them before. And these are leg warmers that are made by this lovely, oh, they're shorties. They're shorty leg warmers. They look like this. They're gray. That's awesome. These will go with everything. And they have the sweet little tag right there. And obviously there's two of them. Yeah, the gray will go with everything. And they're so soft. They're really soft. Let's see. Yeah, and all of them come with these little tags on them. It says Tutu List, and then it says renewed with love, tutulist.com. So awesome. Oh, these are great. And then we have a leotard. This is what it looks like. I love these kinds of leotards that have they're sort of a solid line and they have mesh. So it kind of, in the right light, if you wear it right, it kind of looks like you're wearing like a strapless leotard. And it looks like that. Looks like it's a long enough leotard. I'm very tall and long. I'm 5'9", but then my girth is also crazy long. So finding leotards that are like small enough but tall enough, it's one of the reasons I go to Elevate so much. But that looks like it'll definitely be tall enough. And this has the same beautiful tag. It's a little more salmony than pink in person. It looks pinker on the video. Not sure if it's the perfect color for me, but I think it's something I don't really have. We can play with it. What do you think? If I wear it, what colors should I pair it with? That's really cool. Ooh, big, soft, fluffy sweatshirt. I'm all about this. Oh, that's soft. This has that like really soft stuff in there. Just to give you a close-up of my Band-Aid again. And this, oh, this looks like a custom Tutu List thing. It says Dancer for the Planet, Tutu List, and then, but wait, on the back, Tutu List, with their flowers and that dancer, and it is so soft and cuddly and warm. That's amazing. Oh, and I forgot just to look what brand the leotard is. This is Theatricals. So this is a Theatricals leotard. So it includes Tutu List's first original crew neck sweatshirt for our dancers for the planet. These will be available for purchase in November. Okay, so if you like this sweatshirt, it's a new custom piece of merchandise just for Tutu List. So if you like this, which it's awesome, why wouldn't you want to say Dancer for the Planet? Because we all should be, with this beautiful drawing on the back. You can go to tutulist.com, and it is now November, and you can get it. That's awesome. Oh, that's great. Okay. Like new leotard selected by our team just for you. Awesome. So that's this. So that means that all of the ambassadors in this program got a different leotard. That's really cool. And then what does it say? Handmade. Ooh, these leg warmers are handmade. Handmade Momoko leg warmers. A small dancewear designer who launched on Tutu List. That's amazing. These are handmade. They're so soft. I wish I could convey to you how soft this is. It's really nice. I highly recommend these. Awesome. So go on Tutu List and get their leg warmers. I've been seeing them for a while, but I haven't gotten them yet. So I'm really glad they have those now. And then Encore Envelope, which was this. Sell your dancewear on Tutu List and get a higher payout as a benefit of being a member of the core to Tutu List. And XOXO chocolate, because it's the best. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Tutu List. I'm so excited to be partnering with you and to be an ambassador, and everyone go check them out because they're a really, really cool company. And on a side note, I'm going to try out a new lip gloss for my audition today. I already have a bit of it on, but it is Pixie, which I have just started trying. I don't know if you can see that really well. But I wanted something that was sort of a neutral without going full on nude, that still had a little pop of color, a little pinkish, purpley, neutrally something. So I thought I'd try this, and this is also supposed to be a plumping lip gloss that's supposed to be cooling, not burning. So I'm going to put a little bit more on, and as you watch, let me know if they have plumped or enlarged my lips in any way. I don't think there's much help that can be had for them, but we shall try. Let's see. It is really cooling. It smells good. I just tasted it. I don't know why I did that. But I got a little on my tongue. So it doesn't really taste of anything, but it is very cooling. I appreciate that. It smells really good. It's a cool color. So let me know if my lips suddenly get larger during the course of this video. So we have another unboxing to do, and let me see if I can lift this up. I did open it, but I haven't looked inside of it. So I opened it just to make sure it was open, but this is a big old honkin' box, and it is from Discount Dance Supply. I am a teacher affiliate on it, so if you would like to get a discount, go on to discountdance.com and use teacher code 131287. So again, that's 131287. You can use it at checkout. And I think specifically if it's your first time ordering for them, you can get a discount. You might be able to get a discount other times that you use it as well. But just go put that in right when you check out, and lots of fun discounts. And Discount Dance Supply has definitely got me through a lot, because there's a lot of supplies and things that you need as a dancer. And as I said with Tutu List, it can be very expensive. So unlike Tutu List, Discount Dance is a direct retailer that just has some discounts on things. Tutu List is a whole other sustainable thing. But if you need specific things that aren't dancewear, Discount Dance is great. And you will see some of the things that I got from them today. So let's open this big old box with all the paper. All the papers. I feel like I should use that in like an art project or something. So I got, let's see what's on top. I love these. I got these lovely turnout boards, which come in this lovely little purple case. They look like this on the top. Oh, sorry, that one's falling down. They look like, there's the top. It says Turnout Board by ADS, American Dance Supply. And on the back, it sits like that. And so you put it on the ground, and this part, I don't know if you can really see, but this part on top spins. Can you see it? You can see it more here, I guess. So this spins, and you can, I guess you can sort of use them for pirouette practice. I wouldn't really recommend them for that. Really what you do is you put both of them next to each other on the ground, and you put one foot on each, and then you practice your turnout. So you like use them to turn out from your hips, and then you return it and turn out. And it's also, I find that it's really great for stretching, for engaging a lot of those muscles. It's not just to, get your turnout better, but it really is one of the only things that really isolates a lot of those muscles really well and really nicely. The next thing is really big. So let's see how I can get this out. Speaking of stability and working muscles, it's a big old box. Big old box. Suffolk balance board. I just gave it away. Yay, here it is. Okay. So this looks like this, on the back, and you put it on the ground, and obviously this is slightly curved, so it's not completely stable. So this, on the surface, it's a balance board. It helps you with balance, and it's great. So you stand on here, and with 2 feet, you can go in passe. You can do sort of anything you want to do. I wouldn't, unless you're a pro or doing it under the supervision of a teacher, I wouldn't go on point on here. That could be really bad news. But it's specifically to work on isolating the muscles that you use in balancing. And it's great. It's really helpful. These are, I don't really want to touch it. It feels weird, but this is very, sticky is the wrong word. It's not sticky. It's rough, kind of like non-slip material. So that's the nice thing. And it's actually all over. It's not just on the black parts. So you're not going to slip off of this. Your shoes are not going to slip. I keep touching it, but it's not my favorite thing to touch. So I'm glad that I finally got one of those. So those are the things that came from Discount Dance. And it has been a dancewear and accessories day between these two wonderful things. And oh, side note, I got these cute new pillows for my chair. They're both Alice in Wonderland themes. This is Alice with music and butterflies. This scene from Alice in Wonderland. I think they're really cute. I think that's all she wrote. So what I'm doing for the rest of today is, honestly, I have to get some writing done. I've finished a couple commissions, and now I have a play that I'm writing just for me. It's something I've had an idea for a while. And I've been really trying to figure out how to include more of my writing and directing into vlogs like this. But with writing, it's really boring to watch. I mean, it would basically be me like setting up this camera and just doing a time lapse of you watching me stare at a computer screen and like type a bunch, which I can't imagine that would be super entertaining for you. And with directing and acting prep, it's similar. It would be a lot of just sort of time lapse, you watching me sit there and think about things and write things down occasionally. But also, especially with that, I can't really share a lot of the things that I'm directing, like the specifics about it, online with everybody, because, until things are public with certain things, and a lot of things are in development, they're not things that you can't just sort of like share a script or share your staging diagrams or show rehearsals or anything online, as you shouldn't, for confidentiality and for the comfort of the other artists involved. So I'm not really sure how to exactly show you all of those things that I do, but they're a huge part of my day and my week and what I do all the time. So like I'm going to probably sit now for a few hours and work on this play, and I'm not exactly sure how to welcome you into seeing that. And I have to prep for some directing things as well. And so if any of you have any thoughts or ideas on how you would like me to share more of that with you, if it would be helpful to do a Q&A or to just have me talk about certain things, or if you would enjoy a time lapse of just staring at me typing on a computer, happy to do that. But yeah, so let me know, and I will see you soon.
Yes, but I have that bad habit where I